Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students and viewers, you all are welcome to my new class. I am Belal Hussain, assistant teacher in English of Generai High School. Dear students, I am here again in front of you to take another class. Today I want to take a class on simple compound complex. The students, in the previous class I have taken a class on this topic, and today it is the second class of simple complex compound. So my dear students, I hope you are very attentive and you are very pleased, you are very glad to take part in assignment, and you are very busy in making assignments. So my dear students, I hope that after a long time you are very glad to take part in making assignments. So my dear students, and besides making assignment, you have to continue your studies. For this reason, I want to take another class today. So my dear students, look at the whiteboard. I have written here rules, which is though although. When you will find though although in any sentence, it will be complex sentence, and I have written here. And if you want to change this complex sentence into compound sentence, you have to use but instead of comma. And if you want to change this sentence into simple sentence, you have to use in spite of or despite of instead of though although. Then you have to use the possessive form of subject, then verb plus ing, then extension. Then it will be a simple sentence. My dear students, I have written here two sentences, and now I will want to show you how can you change this sentence into simple and compound sentence. Look at the whiteboard. Number one, though he reads more, he will get A plus. This sentence is an example of complex sentence because we find in this sentence though, and whenever you will find though or although, it will be a complex sentence. So it is an example of a complex sentence, and now I want to show you how can you change this sentence into compound sentence. At first you have to omit though although, then you have to write down the first parts of this sentence. He reads more, and you have to use but instead of comma. Then rest of the sentences. Yes. So my dear students, it has become an example of compound sentence. I have omit though although, and I have used but instead of comma, and this sentence has been an example of compound sentence, has been an example of complex sentence, compound sentence. So my dear students, if you want to change this sentence into simple sentence, then you have to use in spite of or despite of instead of though although. So I am going to write down in spite of, then the possessive form of subject. Here subject is he, the possessive form of he, him, his. Then verb plus ing. Here verb is read, reading. Then rest of the sentence. More, comma, he will get A plus. So my dear students, it is very simple way to change an complex sentence into compound and simple sentence. So now I want to show you another sentence. How can you change an assertive a complex sentence into compound and simple sentence? And the sentence is number 2. Though she is poor, she is honest. Here this sentence is an example of a complex sentence because we notice that there is though, and it is a subordinating conjunction. Whenever you will find any subordinating conjunction in any sentence, it will be a complex sentence, and this sentence is an example of a complex sentence. So my dear students, I want to show you this, and how can you change this sentence into compound sentence. At first, I have to omit this subordinating conjunction though, and then the first part of this sentence, she is poor. Then you have to use but instead of comma. Then rest of the sentence. But you have to notice that when you will find the same subject in the two parts of a complex sentence, then you can omit the second subject. Whenever you will find the same verb in two parts, two clauses of this sentence, then you have to omit second verb, because here subject is she and it is she, and here verb is the same. She is. So I have omitted she is, the second subject and second verb from this sentence, and rest of the sentence I want to write down now. So it is an example, it has become compound sentence. So my dear students, if you want to change this sentence, make this sentence into a simple sentence, then you have to omit though, and instead of though you have to use in spite of. Then possessive form of subject, here subject is she, the possessive form of she, her. Then verb plus ing, here verb is be verb. So you have to use ing with be, being, then rest of the sentence. So in this way, my students, we can change a complex sentence into compound and simple sentence, and it is the very simple way, and this rule is very important for you, because one example you will find in your exam. So my dear student, this is very important rule. So you have to exercise on these rules very carefully. Okay.